Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Ask for what you want. This is a great card. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 27, NASDAQ off 2, S&P's down 450, $4.50 that is. Gold contract up $10.70 at $12.15 an ounce. Silver up 16 cents at $17.20 an ounce. Now, both gold and silver, folks, are in ABC structures on the way up, confirmed ABC structures on the way up. That means that they went up in volume, they pull back with light volume, they go up in volume again, they take out a B point. Bottom line, they want higher price. Platinum's up $1.85 at $979 an ounce. Copper's up 2 pennies at $2.64 a pound. Light sweet crude down 40 cents, trading at $52.82 a barrel. Notes, the 10-year note up 19 ticks, 124.26. 30-year bond up a full point, plus 4 ticks, 151.29. Both notes and bonds, folks, wide price spread, accelerated volume. Bottom line, they want higher price, which equals lower yield. And in fact, they may be an ABC structure on the way up. We'll see how they go after their B point. King dollar down 525 ticks, trading at 100.165. King dollar failed the breakout area of November, which is 100.600. It had tested its highs 3 separate times in the last 6 weeks, failed each and every time, got back inside the lower range. Bottom line, King dollar wants to trade down to 91. You're at 100.165. Where the 91 comes from, folks, the 91 is the lower end of the consolidation that King dollar had been in since March of 2015. So we were in a consolidation from March of 2015 to November of 2016. You broke out, failed to break out. That means that you go back to the bottom of the consolidation. Well, technically, that's what that means. We'll see if that's what happens. Bottom line, normally that should take 4 or 5 months. I expect what you're going to see by breaking this down in the last hour, though, we can see the 95 to 96 very quickly, because that's where we came off of on November 4th. We went from 95 to the 103 mark pretty quickly, and it's coming back just as quick. The euro is at 107, and the yen is trading at 113.09. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we're at 226.15. You had a sideways move and had light volume. Bottom line, we traded from 225.27 for a low today to 226.80. I do expect that it's going to try to test out the low that was generated a couple weeks ago, which is just the 224.95. We'll see whether we get an expansion of volume. Bottom line out here, we did not get an expansion of volume out here today. Dow Industrials also sideways move out here today. You're down $27. S&Ps, Dow, the Dow has been trending down since the January 6th time frame. January 6th, it's subtle, but the rollover's there. It is a rollover, but until we get an expansion of volume, you can't expect lower prices to hold. NASDAQ Composite. What do we have with the Composite? Composite also a sideways move out here today. You had light volume. We did volume of 1.6 billion shares. That's nothing. If we look at the NDX 100, what you're going to see is the same type of setup. You're up 10 cents. You did 17 million shares. You had a low out here of 122.57, a high of 123.53. Sideways move. That's what we were talking. Gold contract, different ball game now. Now what you have is happening. Gold contract up $10.70. We traded 230,000 contracts. That's big contract volume coming into the swing. You know, the swing point is, we've been up here for 5 days now. The top of that swing is 1218.90. I expect you're going to see that swing broken to the top side, and gold's going to try to make a run for the 1251 area. Silver has the same type of setup. What you have with the silver market, silver out here was up 17 cents today. Silver came in with 50,000 contracts, which is really good contract volume. Which the silver is, let's see, 1729. Yeah, so silver's first off trying to launch the 1729 area. We got the 1728 today. If we get that launched, you're going to see silver very quickly up at 1910. There's nothing in the way. And one of the main reasons is that's how hard we came down on the 11th of November. The 11th of November, silver got decimated. We went from $18.95 down to $17.26. We're right at the bottom of that level, trying to get some juice to go to higher price. Notes and bonds are going along with the correlation that the dollar wants to go lower. What am I talking about? Well, what you have is this. So when we take a look at the 10-year note first off, you're up 18.6. You have volume of 1.6 million contracts. That's great contract volume. And it very well may be an ABC structure on the way up. If this was hitting the swing point, which is 125.13, we're at 124.15, that would have been a confirmed ABC structure today. So if we have that same type of volume as we try to get into that level, bottom line, that would give you, I believe it's 126. Yeah, that would get you right to the bottom of November 9th, which is the 127.07 area. That's your 10. Your 30 years set up the exact same way, meaning that you had volume on the move today. We did 262,000 contracts. We have a price point out here of 151.28, and the B point on this had 301,000 contracts. So the 30-year would need like another 40,000 contracts as it's going after that B point. And what is it all about? It's all about King Dollar, folks. King Dollar can't hold price. King Dollar has come down pretty hard. We're at 100.160. I expect what you're going to see all night long here. King Dollar is going to make its way, and more than likely tomorrow morning going to be somewhere about 99.250. You stay right there, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD Direction's daily CSI 300 China A-Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-Shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this low volume market. Qualcomm, that took a beating out here. That's down $8 at $54.88. You had Ford was down 5 cents. You had Sprint up 25. CSX was up 166. Halliburton was down 165. Let's go over to the oil market. If we take a look at oil, so let's see. Oil out here. Let's see, we're on the G contract, CLG7. So, oil folks trading at $52.42. What has happened with oil is this. The breakout that occurred, let's see, so we broke topside on December 12th. What happened on December, well, first off, let's go back to November 30th. November 30th was OPEC. That's when oil went from a price point of 46 to 50. On Saturday night, 2 Saturday nights after that, OPEC come out and said, okay, they're going to stick to this. They're going to do great, all of the above. Bottom line, what does that do? That runs up into 55.44, and bottom line, it broke down. That's saying that oil now is in the lower range. $50.80 is game. And if we commit to $50.80 with volume, you'll see it right down to the bottom at 46.16. Let's go to Dave in Boston. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good.
Cool.
Celebrating still with the Patriots. So.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. 2 weeks. Here we go.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
A good game.
It's going to be a good
definitely.
game. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
looking forward to it.
I bet, man. I bet. Hey, so when the game started last night, was it misting or snowing? What was, and then it stopped?
Yeah, it was light mist. No,
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
It was nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't. You could tell by some of the camera shots, and then it cleared up. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, we're gonna get more rain. We're gonna cut to, they say 1 to 3 inches of rain tonight. No, better than snow.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I'm looking at MS Morgan Stanley. I got some puts on it.
Okay.
I bought it up here when it was at 43. We'll see what you think.
Let's take a look.
They're the March. I'm out to March. So
okay, the low is 21 for the year. The high is 44. This had a nice run, as the other banks did. This was trading November 4th at $32.56, and goes straight up to 44. And look at that, it broke down with volume. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, I got you. So Morgan Stanley looks like 38.94 is on the agenda first. That's November 10th. Now, which strike price do you have, Dave?
I've got the March 43s.
Oh, that's good. I see. So what he has now is this, folks. Even though he's in the option market, that he's got a delta that's right. That's almost. It's probably not going point for point because he's still got the March. He's got time in there, but not much. He's got a lot of time, but he's so deep in the money right now that this is going tick for tick. That's a good trade, man. I mean, I think you're going to get this. So this is what has happened, folks, in the banks with the banks. The banks had a tremendous run. That was simultaneous with the bonds getting croaked and the dollar going to the moon. Now, what has happened is that the bond market has turned. Bonds want higher price, lower yield. The dollar wants lower price. So technically, what that's saying is that the interest rates are not going to go up. So that's saying inflation is not going to be going up. And then with the dollar going down, it's saying we need less dollars. Now, if that's the case, banks are not going to make money hand over fist. So, it's kind of all together here inside the banks, Dave. And it's going to depend on the next thing with the banks, which is going to give us a huge amount of information. And every bank is set up like this, by the way, folks, is the November 10th high. If that comes in, if the market comes into those November 10th highs with volume, then that's going to also be a false break topside, which is going to be pretty amazing, man. And I think we're going to really get a clue. It seems that we're going to get a clue in the next few days just from the bond market, because let me see. The 10-year right now is at 2.4. The high for the year is 2.597. If that 10-year, has another day like today, that it's going to be down to 2.3 again, and that's going to be saying, guess what? The bond bull, folks, that started in 1981 is not over. And
so you think 39? You think 39? Look at it there. I mean, I don't want to be a pig about it. I don't stay in them long anyway.
I would say that the first time down, 38.94. Take your money, because what happens, the banks should not break down that quick, and there's some high volume spikes there. Do you know what I mean? You can see that's 38 million shares. When it did break down on the 17th, it still only did 21 million. I suspect that once it gets there, you should get some kind of a bounce. So I'd take your bread there. You very well could get another counter trend bounce to get you back up to 41.77, and then you may have an ABC structure on the way down that brings you back to 33.57 in the next 6-7 weeks, man.
Perfect. All right, Tom. Great.
Cooking,
Thank
brother.
you. Have a good day.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. So if we go look at a few more banks, what you're going to see here is this. Bank of America, same type of setup. Bank of America is at 22.56. November. Now, the benchmark on Bank of America is November 14th. That's 2020. If we go take a Citigroup. Citigroup, you're at, this is good to know, too. This is cool because Citigroup is at 55.68, and November 10th is 54.20. Okay, so now check this out, folks. Citigroup will probably be one of the first ones down there. Citigroup has already come down pretty hard from $61 to 55.68. So Citigroup will give us an identification of how the other equities may act at that lower level. Goldman Sachs, let's go to Goldman Sachs and see what they're doing. Goldman Sachs, that level is $204, and Goldman's $232, but it's off the high $10 already in 5 days. And Goldman does look like it's setting up an ABC structure on the way down. So bottom line is that the interest rate structure itself looks like it's going to go lower. And if that's the case, those banks fundamentally are going to have a hard time printing money. They're always printing money, that's for sure. I mean, we know for the amount of fines that they have paid, it's just amazing how much they make. Bottom line is that if, in fact, the rates don't go up, though, you'll see those babies pull back. Now, if we take a look at the continuous contract inside the 30-year, you'll see that it's back inside 151.16. Now, that's important because when this get croaked, so picture the 30-year, folks, went from 177.11, so the higher price, that means lower yield, and within 6 months, we were back down to 148. So it's a huge move. It's particularly a huge move the month of November. That's where we went from 164 to 151. Now, we're back inside that range, so that's meaning that it's going to try to grind into that whole range. And as I said many times, the 30-year bond never broke a long-term swing. Last time the 30-year bond broke a long-term swing, folks, is 1999. That means that the trend is still in place, and that trend has been up since 1980. January 3rd, 1981, I believe. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.